In the quarter century that Mel Serow has been covering the news for us here at TV5, he's become known for his smooth, suave style of reporting.
Their answers are as this in. Hi, how you doing?
He's done it all for us since coming here in 1968 from the old WKNX-TV, anchoring the noon news, weekend news, and of course reporting. Through it all, he's been a complete professional, even on the occasional bad hair day.
Market share sales are down. My hair is blowing. I'm not going to do it. I can't do it with my hair blowing. And I'm going to give you a little drum roll. Da-da-da-da-da.
Mel is, of course, known for his commitment to the muscular dystrophy telethon, and every Labor Day, he finds out just how much all his hard work is appreciated.
Let's go to Saginaw.
The faces have come and gone through the years, but some remain the same. And today, on Mel's big day, his old colleagues wish him well.
Mel, congratulations on 25 years with TV5.
But I knew Mel before any of you guys at TV5 knew. Yeah, he and I worked together before he came here. And every weekend, he'd run to Chicago to buy a new suit. So he thought he was sort of suited for the marketplace, and I guess you were, Mel. Congratulations on 25 years.
It's a quiet ride, just the wind and the whine from a small electric motor. It's a mountain bike with 7 gears, but you can go a long way without ever pedaling it.
Well, I like this bike a lot better because, well, it handles the same way, but like if I wanted to ride from here to Flint, I could get there without getting tired at all.
The bike weighs in at about 80 pounds, but about half that weight is the battery. It can power the bike more than 20 miles.
The battery can be pulled out at any time. It's just a regular plug. Anywhere you go, you walk out, take the battery out of the side casing, plug it into the wall while you're eating, while you're at the grocery store. You don't have to run the battery fully dead before you have to charge it up, so you can throw it on the charger anytime, assuring you with the power you're going to need always.
The bike is fairly easy to use. A thumb switch controls the power, or you can switch to pedal power and use the gears. It has a headlight and a tail and brake light assembly.
It seems to be built for a man and for a woman. It does have a low clearance here to get your leg over. The seat goes down just as far to that. And as far as maneuverability with the bike, it's still light. It doesn't go too fast where it's going to be a dangerous thing.
Former Chrysler head Lee Iacocca heads up e-bike. He's working on other products, including a tandem electric bike. He wants an electric bike in every garage. The bike has a sticker price of $1,044. This is Mel Serow for Take 5. Start with a dash of live entertainment. Add some local officials, like the mayor.
I got roped into this. It's actually the
breakfast
boys.
Throw in some radio personalities, toss some great salads, and serve it up under a big tent. Now you have a city salad, a fundraiser for the Genesee Food Bank.
We distribute food to 205 agencies actually now that are feeding the needy. So it helps to defray the expenses of the food bank and running a huge warehouse.
Many businesses contributed the food, and the local restaurant made up the salads. Folks didn't seem to mind laying out $7 for a good cause.
I think it's a great idea. I really enjoy it, and we came down to support Flint and support the food bank too.
I think the city of Flint will benefit from anything that the general public is getting involved in.
And how's your salad?
My salad is great.
This is the 3rd year that the Genesee Food Bank has sponsored the city salad event. Last year it raised $3,000. This is Mel Serow, News 5 in Flint.
The basketball court at Flint's Burston Fieldhouse has been a second home to many college athletes. It's here that both Mateen Cleaves and Antonio Smith spent a lot of time working out. Those who dream of maybe having the same success are on the court today. But how do they feel about the spotlight being cast on Cleaves and Smith?
If they were any other students at MSU, they wouldn't focus on that. It's just because they're big-time ball players. They got a lot going for themselves.
You don't have to blow it all out of proportion and stuff. Keep it on TV all day, every day. You don't have to be like that. They know they was wrong.
Don't do stupid stuff. I mean, if you go into the NBA, you don't have to do stuff like that, you know.
I think this is the end result of that investigation.
Dave Wilson is the Recreation Program Director at Burston. He's known Cleves and Smith for years. He says they're nice young men, and he wonders if the same attention would be given to them if they excelled in other areas.
But sometimes I think too much media attention is given to the negative things that happen in some of these young men's lives, and not enough attention is given to the positive things. My question would be, had my team in Antonio accomplished 4.0 grade point averages along with all their other duties, would the media be as quick to put that on national television?
The incident raises the question, should college athletes be held to a different standard than other students? Well, the feeling here, at least at Burston, is no. They feel they're young. They still have a lot of growing up to do. This is Mel Serow, News 5, Flint. The sit-down at Flint Plants was ended when GM agreed to recognize the union. It brought to an end a sometimes violent period of American labor. But this past year, 58 years after the sit-down, the union was again calling strikes at two major Flint plants. The president of the UAW says the strike shows the union stands up to protect its people.
The last 6 months here was a good demonstration of that, and certainly our fight at Caterpillar and the people's fight at Staley and Bridgestone, Firestone, all indicate that the union movement is still very strong and very much alive. Those who want to write our epitaph should save their time.
The original sit-downers were given special recognition and jackets by the union for their sacrifices back in 1937. That strike affected more than just the men in the plants.
We'd go out on the picket line out at Fisher 1 and visit my dad. That's the only time we got to see him.
Geraldine Blankenship and Louise Crawford's father, Jay Green, was one of the strike organizers. They say long before the strike, they remember the meetings in their living room.
People who came to picket from Cleveland and Toledo, and we housed them. They were sleeping in 3 shifts.
The sit-downers say it doesn't seem like it all happened 58 years ago, but they say they can still remember the conditions that led to the strike.
It was to a point where the men didn't care for anything, but I mean, it was just, they was working where their hands were bleeding.
All of the sit-downers are being invited up north to the Black Lake Labor Retreat. There they'll meet with current union leaders so that they don't forget about the struggles of the past. This is Mel Serow, News 5, Flint. The fountain isn't in the village square. It's here, inside Mac's Pharmacy. It's the kind of fountain that still dispenses chocolate phosphates and ice cream sodas. Because of its reputation, it draws regulars from both in and out of town.
It's the best there is. There is no other place that does it like they do.
Jody Crow first started working the fountain when she was 15. She says many of their customers are grandparents who bring in their grandchildren for a fountain treat. Cherry Coke is the top seller. She says many of the regular customers are former employees.
All the regular customers, like the older ladies and stuff, they all worked here when they were younger, so they'll tell me stories of how, like, Don is a lot leaner now than he was before, and just certain things like that. And then I went to college, and now I'm a pharmacy tech, and now I work with Don.
I just enjoy having it. It's been here as long as I've been here.
Don is owner Don McKenzie. Occasionally, a customer will inquire about buying the Coca-Cola dispenser. But even though the fountain isn't a big moneymaker, Don says the fountain won't go till he goes.
I have a real big family, and we've all worked here. And whenever they come back home, they're always in here. All their kids are in here. I couldn't get rid of it.
But now, while they do serve cherry Cokes and chocolate Cokes, the next time you're in Holly and at Mac's Pharmacy, ask for their specialty. It's a chocolate cherry Coke. I'm 13 years old again. I'm Mel Serow, News 5 in our town, Holly.